Hi everyone, I'm glad I'm here and I'm glad you're here, and this is a number of times when I have started this video and trying to finish it, so I'm just going to continue with my December daily. I have some pages to do already, but for now I just want to get a video up for all of you wonderful people who I love so much and let you know I'm okay. I did get a distress ink thingy here, so that's very fun. And I'm just gonna do some stuff on here. To get some vintage going on. So there we go. This is a very cute little guy. These images, except for the ones that came from Tsunami Rose, these images are from last year. I had a Pier 1 sales flyer. It wasn't a flyer, it was like a sales book. Magazine, more like. And so these are images. These are all images from last year from the Pier 1 sales book. And they are beautiful. They are beautiful. All of them are like this. And I've already used some in this book. So one of the things that I've been involved with is my granddaughter has been having a real tough time in school. Real tough time. And first of all, she does have a learning disability. And secondly, she goes to a private school, which means they don't have special ed classes. But they have made accommodations for her. And those accommodations are great, except for when she's trying to do her homework, there doesn't seem to be that kind of, I don't know what to call it, understanding, or no one notes for her that she is allowed to do, like in math, she has a real terrible time, hard time in math. And so it's not like she can make accommodations for herself at home for math. So he has a little wreath right there, so I'm just gonna, there's a wreath here in the Tsunami Rose images, and I really love it. I don't know about that. Let's see what I can do with it. That looks bright white, brand new. I'm not very good at this. This is brand new to me, this using the distress inks. I just want to ink the edges of this a bit. So that's pretty nice. I like it. Let's see. I hope the music is okay with everybody. Let me know if you don't like it or if it's too loud or something. So anyway, she's been kind of like avoiding assignments and for a long time. And her mom and dad have tried to work with her, and they didn't tell me, but suddenly at the 1st of November, they took everything away. I mean, they've restricted her, grounded her for not doing homework. They've done their best that they know to do for her. And at the beginning of November, they took everything away. Her phone, which is how often I heard from her with her phone. Hi, Grandma, can I come over? How are you feeling? I went to my swim meet today and I did good. You know the stuff that grandkids like to tell you. And so I waited and waited, and yet sometimes, kids, that sometimes it's a while before I hear from her, and it had been a month since I had heard from her. And I just got real concerned. So I contacted her mom, my daughter and son, and my son and daughter-in-law. No, I'll get it right in a minute. I'm upset. My daughter and son-in-law. Oh my goodness. And I said to them, how's Dana doing? Oh, I said her name out loud, sorry. How's she doing? Oh, fine. And so, they don't spill the beans much. They kind of keep things, we used to call it close to the chest or close to the heart, I guess. And no complaints from over that way. So I said, well, pretty soon we went back and forth a little bit, and I got real specific. I haven't heard from her in a month, and that's not like her. And I need to know if she's grounded from her phone or not, because I understand she's been grounded from her phone before, but not for a month. So Mommy said, yes, she's grounded from her phone, and no, she may not. I also asked, could she come over and spend the night with me, or could I come over and take her to dinner or something like that? And her mom said, no, unfortunately, she is grounded. And, they're just not saying much. And they've never refused for me to come over and get her before. So red lights and siren went off in my head. Something's wrong. Something's going on. I need to know how to help. And that's what I said. They said, we've never kept her from you before. And I said, I know. That would be why I'm so concerned. Not to mention, I haven't heard from her for a month. I said that. So, I need to know what's going on and how I can help and, all that stuff that grandmas want to know, that they have no right to know. I think we have a right to know. Yeah. So they said, well, we've never, kept her from you before, and on and on. And I said, no, you haven't. So can I come over? And they told me about the whole problem with the assignments, all that they've tried to do with her, which I know that. I'm aware. And I said, well, can I come over to encourage her? And I finally got a yes. I mean, these are two people that work together closely with their kids, and they, in addition to being very private. So I just get real, I got real pushy. I don't know. I just did. So, I went over. I did go over. And I saw the two of them first. My granddaughter was out playing in the backyard. I saw her running around in the backyard. And they said that she headed out there when they knew I was coming. When she knew I was coming. So I'm not sure if she thought I was really upset with her or what she thought. It was so uncomfortable to be there. And again, they wanted to know about, why I'm so upset now. And so I repeated myself. They repeated themselves. Oh my gosh, it was so awkward. It was so awful, you guys. And so they said what they needed to say, and I said what I needed to say, and then it was like they were going to have to either ask me to leave or let me see her, let me talk to her. So, finally I said, all I want to do is help. I don't want to be any other kind of thing but helpful. And so they were both there. They let her in. And poor little thing, so awkward for her. She's 12. And she's assuming all kinds of bad things, I can tell by her behavior. She's assuming I'm going to bawl her out and say terrible things to her. Well, I'm not. That's not why I was there. But she didn't know that. So I said, I miss you. Oh. That's from my darling Dawn. Thank you. Dawn is so sweet. She is just so sweet. If you know who she is, Dawn Calvin from Let's Make a Mess. What a beautiful gal. Let's see. Do I want this? Yeah. I'm just going to make a decoration on this page. This is going to be a decorating page. So, I began to talk with her a little bit about her assignments. And, she seemed to relax a little, and she went and brought the assignments out that she actually had done that day. And Mom and Dad were very interested. They stayed around, and we all looked at it together, and to be honest, it was a bad assignment. I mean, I can say that because I'm a teacher, and I know what it looks like to have a good assignment that the majority of the kids can do well on, or if it's a bad assignment. This was a bad assignment. Out of 3 adults, me, both parents, and a 7th grader, we could not figure it out, all of us together. So, you know, let's just say it. I'll just say it. It was a bad assignment. And that's the way it goes sometimes. You can't help it. Sometimes that happens. Good teachers make bad assignments sometimes. It was not, we just were not even able to do it. It was not just above anybody's head. It was vague and unclear. So, there you go. There's a teacher's assessment. So, let's see what time I have. 17 minutes. That's pretty good. So I'm gonna look in my Christmas box here and see what I can find. There's my inks and my Christmas box. So I'm just going to make a belly, what do you call it, a side tuck for this. I need that to be straighter. So as soon as the adults, meaning her parents, got frustrated enough with that assignment, they sort of said, removed themselves from the conversation at that point and said, you know, we're going to be here. Why don't you go ahead and just hang out with Dana? Oh, excuse me, I said it again. I'm not supposed to. This video is not, my channel is not intended for children. My channel is intended for adults, and I'm going to make that change on the channel level because it's never been intended for children. I have never aimed or made my videos intended for kids. No, I haven't. It's just never been that way. Oh, I don't know if that looks good or not. Maybe not. I think I'll just do that. I get that one big one and I'm like, oh, that looks awful. But maybe it's not so bad. Okay. So she and I sat there for a little bit and we talked for a little bit. And we talked about her assignments, and I said, "Oh, what other assignments do you have?" And so she went and got the other ones. One was reading Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, one of my favorite things, and she said she really likes it too. So we looked at that for a minute. She's a reader, even though she has eye problems and learning disabilities. She really has learned to love reading, and for that, I'm so grateful. I read to her when she was living here with me, and I think her mommy and dad spent time reading to her. So, good on them. I think I'll just distress this whole page. A little bit. So they sat themselves down nearby, close enough in hearing distance. So here's some leftover lace from the other journals, and we'll see what I can do with that. 22 minutes. And so that was good. You know, I saw that she had a great book to read, a classic. She read Old Man and the Sea, and she did not like that one, and said it was sad in the end. And I said, I know what you mean. That was sad for me too when I read it. So this will look pretty. I think I'll just, need to be careful here. So we talked about another thing that has a funny name because it's actually from the school website. And it's a vocabulary building type of app from their website. Great idea. Good job. Good job for the school. So she showed me how that went. You know, again, it wasn't easy. A gifted child could have breezed through it really quick, but a non-gifted child would have gotten a few wrong, and she did. But I think she thought she did pretty well, considering. So most of these are too dark. I mean, too short. Okay, I'll just put those right there. So that was how that went. Very upsetting. Very hard to go through. Very hard for a 12-year-old to go through. Let me see what else I can find here. And so my heart is just aching for her. And I'm gonna go back over there if they will allow me to. Oh, I'm knocking things off. Things are flying. Let's see here. So I just, I want them to let me help her. And I hope they do. That gets lost. I don't think I'll be able to use that. That's not bad. Kind of cute. So that took one whole evening, and the day before that I was worrying about it. Not that worry helps, but because it doesn't. It's just she's my granddaughter. And I do not want to be at odds with her parents. I don't want that. My thing is, support the parents in the best way you know how. So in the end, I had a very long talk with her about how her parents just wanted her to be responsible. That was what they're concerned about. And I went into, what is it? What does that mean? What do you mean responsible? What does that mean? And what if her dad wasn't responsible? What if he didn't go to work? What if he didn't pay the bills? There's nothing wrong with him. He's not disabled. But what if he didn't do that? So we went through that whole mindset. And it turned out very good. The parents, her mommy and daddy, my daughter and son-in-law were very happy with the things that I said. They were glad, I think. They didn't say it, but they were glad that I didn't undercut them. Well, I would never do that. I don't know why they even... Isn't that cute? I don't know if you can see it. I think that'll be a good tuck thing. Let's see what time. 27, so I have 3 more minutes to make a mess here. So I'm going to make this kind of mess. And they thanked me, and so, all's well that ends well. And it's not over yet, but we'll see. Then it turned out that the very next day, this little 12-year-old that is so immature, she's just little, started her periods. Enough said. Any female knows what that is, what that's like, and she's just so little. And, we all were little, we all were young. So what, Grandma? So there. I like that. So, my mind has been, I'll have to update you on the kitties the next video. I'm going to try to make a bunch of videos, and that way if something comes up, then I won't be a goofball, and not be making videos. I need to let that dry. I need to leave it alone. Leave it alone, Pat. So, with that, I will say, please, 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 subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments a sweet comment. Thumbs up, please, if you don't mind. Please, please, please. And I'm trying very hard to grow my channel. I just, it's hard, right? You know, with so many things. I need to put my energy where I can do something about it. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of the day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.